Alright, the rules should be on screen. It's been a while since I did a video, even though it hasn't been that long of a while because it's just that I've been streaming a lot, and if you've been following the channel, then it's been like literally almost 24 hours worth of streaming over the past 3-4 days. Anyway, Ath, medical history, all perks, and random item Moriko. All perks Moriko. Medical history Ath. We'll see. This is kind of okay. It's kind of not an average run. Gotta know what we're doing with Moriko, but what's our spell, by the way? Third Eye. End of the mystery. So if that was permanent, I mean, I would rather it be perception permanently. I think there is a spell like that, but strength, second mystery, strength, charisma, they look the same. Light, Takshi, dexterity. So I guess we really are the world of horror. We really are building into strength. That said, I'm still so scared of ward. On average, I wouldn't say either way, because it's RNG whether or not you get ward, right? So, on the topic of hardware shop and legal den, to give a bit more of my thinking, but we already have a weapon with Moriko, so, and she's not bad with it either. So we'll grab our funds, grab everything, put on the warm jacket, and look for my own rumor. Not that it matters too much on all perks. The chance of rolling it is low, but RNG. So we do have ward, vigil. We also have painting, Kana, and ramen. So into Kana we go. No questions asked. I'll grab the blessed shell because I want to prepare to grab the hospital pass. So out of curiosity, yeah, we can't. No, yeah, we can't. Otherwise, it would say you wouldn't know where to find a buyer, but that's apparent. That's not what happens. Oh, we're also opening up space. We'll hold on to that in case something real. They're not really a lot. I mean, there are a lot if you count by number, but there are around several at minimum enemies that are not bosses that are pretty that are tanky enough to want to shoot. The question is whether or not you want to shoot them. Also, max threat level school, max threat level seaside. Because 2 max threat level locations in Harbinger. Strength? Charisma. That's reasonable as well. And also doing homework for myself because more homework will allow me to live a lot longer. I am not someone who remembers things as easily as someone else. So I say the average person has a better long-term memory than I have. More a selective memory. I will remember very specific things, but if you're trying to ask me whether or not knowledge, yeah, if you're trying to ask me certain details, most of the time I think I'll forget at least 75% of them or around. Do I want to take this fight for 2 stamina? We get a bat out of this, not that I really care for it, but the alternative is running away from Doom. So, and I need to hit 20. Well, you know what? With our score being as it is, we might as well find out how good my luck is. So 80-80. I want to hit at least one more. Okay, and then we can do this. So that's a lot of stamina loss for a baseball bat, but when the alternative is 5 Doom, which can translate to about, let's just say 5 stamina? 5 stamina? No, 4 stamina. And I know that's really uneven numbers because I'm basing that off rests. We can at least sell the baseball bat. Yes. To avoid out of funds, which arguably isn't worse than not having a bat to throw, but oh my goodness. So that's also with the, I don't think there are any base events that lower your experience, if I can recall correctly. Yeah, so these are cigarettes actually. So now that I know that for sure because I did homework a little while ago. So we're gonna grab these cigarettes, and then I could have also prepared, I guess. I forgot about it because I often don't think about it because it's built into my brain as we get the guaranteed vital clue that I do a Doom. At the very beginning of the game, I do at least 16 to 20% Doom, which kind of pushes me away from wanting to spend more Doom, even if it's only 2% Doom. But if it's 2% Doom for 1 fund to stop from getting out of funds, which takes away 5, let's just say 4 Doom. I know it's at least 4 Doom, maybe even 3, but even 3 is more than 2. Hey, simple math. Also, time skip is assume the worst. Assume the worst. You have to assume the worst. Well, you don't have to assume the worst, but if you don't assume the worst most of the time, things can end up pretty badly for you. And I did fill my empty bottle, so that's on me. I need to go into ward, so let's actually store the cigarettes because I don't need to pop them yet. As we go into ward. Yeah, as we go into ward. Also, in all of those attacks from the apartment stalker, I could have gotten an injury. Thank goodness I didn't. But I also now want to lose the reason. Also, I could go into the doctor's office for painkillers, which is a very efficient use. Why is it efficient, Jordan? Okay, well, let me tell you while I autopilot for a moment. It's efficient because you spend 2 Doom, and the painkillers heals 2 stamina. Therefore, if you look at stamina per Doom spent, you spend 1 stamina per Doom, per literally 1 Doom. As opposed to other sources of healing that for Doom, which arguably are better overall. But even if you look at the, oops, do I have the package on me? Oh, shoot. I don't. I'm gonna run from this anyway. I'm not gonna take this boss fight. But yeah, just doing simple. Even in the lighthouse, you spend 2 Doom to rest, and you heal 1 stamina, 1 reason. Well, you don't heal 2 stamina, which is if you're mainly looking at stamina is the issue or is the question. We can do 3 attack boost into 2 attacks. You heal 1 stamina and 1 reason. So again, if you're looking at basic HP, which I will consider stamina and reason, you heals 2 HP per 2 Doom in resting in the lighthouse. And the same thing for, what did I just say? The painkillers. Going into the doctor's office for painkillers essentially heals 2 HP for 2 Doom. Granted, it's 2 stamina and not 1 stamina, 1 reason, but that's what I mean by, what was the term I used? Something. I had to focus for a moment because I was scared I'd forget something else. Perception? No. Why? So now we have this curious package for no reason. I mean, I could try to smoke the cigarettes and fight it. Fight our dear friend here. Yeah, you know what? While we're we're gonna leave these painkillers here for now. We'll grab the light. Well, it'll depend. No. I can't remember if that's a guaranteed experience gain, but I'll need to remember that in post. 3 all for 12, and if I use the Blessed Shell, I mean, I could, but it costs 5 Doom, and that's not something I'm willing to spend. I'm doing okay on Doom, a little too much, but because if I do 20% Doom for every mystery, I will end up hitting 100% Doom. All perks, alright, so it looks like I'm building into cigarettes. If I don't lose these funds anywhere else, what will happen is that at the end of painting, I think is where I'm going. At the end of painting, I will, yeah, we'll store the empty bottle. We don't need it. And the cigarettes we can carry with us just in case anything really strange happens in painting. We also have Vigil. I think we have one more town mystery, but after that is the question. I don't know this event. Well, that's what I wanted to roll, but I didn't get it anyway because it was a fair roll. It rolled a 7, which isn't fair compared to everyone's base stats, but on Harbinger anyway. We'll leave the animal. As much as I want to take the dog, I'm not going to take the dog. I don't know. No, I don't want to take the dog. It's stamina if you fail, but I was thinking of I was just autopiloting. Also, nice strength check. That was an unfair check. By unfair checks, I mean, it doesn't... The reason why I call them unfair, as I give you another autopilot lesson, is that most characters at base, even if they weren't on Harbinger, okay, which is the whole... Oh, okay, let me just store these cigarettes and grab this light source. Their base stats are never at 7 or 8. Maybe at 7, but 8 and 9 is pretty unreasonable for even maybe your third mystery, unless you're specifically building. But if the game rolls a 12, you're not going to have a stat at 10 or 11, unless you're purposely trying to do so, which I don't doubt some people can do. It's just not the average case. Also, we have an Ath-specific encounter. I swear this used to appear on Goizo. By the way... let's see here. So if I had deft handling, I'd be able to prep attack, but I can't. So since he's the glitch magician, I can only do 5 actions, which means this is not guaranteed, but let's roll on our RNG. And I will say, again, I could hit all of these because, as I said, my RNG isn't like the worst, but it's usually pretty bad. Also, watch me, alright, And here's another thing. It's not that I'm ranting specifically at someone or trying to argue against them, but people are talking about how, in the community, you know, how it's impossible to get the same injury 2 or 3 times. Allow me to show you, as I heal this, just to be sure. I don't want to gain 2 badges. Actually, I want to heal this. Watch me get coughing blood twice. That would be the true kicker. Also, I can't heal this while I'm in battle, can I? Wait, no, that's minor. So I should just use the medical kit. Yeah, because I don't want to die. It's too scary, basically. The chance of me rolling another coughing blood is low, but... Oh, goodness. I saved it on accident. Also, we have discharge summary. I should have discarded that, but I won't level up now, so there's no point. But... Allow me to show you... Allow me to show you. Let's just see what happens. If I get another injury. I could shoot this enemy, but that would be taking... it's a good idea, because I don't really have any other bosses. So, yeah, we're going to fire. And we're going to hope we don't run into anything else. So, we have 2 investigations left. If we run into another enemy, then I would have made a bad call. This asks if you have the 3rd eye spell in your inventory, apparently. I didn't even know that, but apparently it is. Also, but we're on Ath, so... Please don't give me an encounter. It's possible because I think that previous encounter was a forced encounter, but we didn't get to it. We did fail, and we got mind wiped, so that's just as bad, but... I mean, it could be worse. So, no dog shop, don't care. Don't use dog shop. I really don't use dog shop, but... If I have to play, like, a dexterity run for whatever reason, I mean, I'm not gonna not pick up the steak knife. Vigil and ramen. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to grab these cigarettes now and smoke them during Vigil in-game. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. I don't know why I'm holding on to this hospital pass. I don't need it. The bandage I'll hold on to, however. Out of curiosity, is fighting this old man worth... I forgot. I don't use Blessed Shell for the duration of this combat. Okay, so I can... If I had 2 bullets, I could shoot the old man and probably be Doom efficient. But that's not going to happen. Also, we did run into an enemy right away, so thank goodness I smoked these cigarettes. Not that it gave me too much of a boost, but that's pretty good. 12 damage per turn, potentially. A 90% chance to do 12 damage per turn. Why not, right? So let's see if I miss one of these. I mean, I've missed worse. Okay. So again, I should be taking these theoretical, mathematically correct gambles, but more often than not, they don't work out. I will say that. I won't say they don't work out most of the time, because that's simply not true. But at the same time, it's also mathematically true that there are people who roll, because, again, there's a non-zero probability that someone will be unlucky enough to have bad RNG over and over and over again. That person isn't me, but mine is pretty bad. However, if you are someone who has bad RNG over and over and over, allow me to tell you, you have a natural talent or trait to get into variety shows or even become a content creator or a streamer, because I want to people want to see that. So, anywho. So we grab this meat cleaver, which is probably still worse than the shotgun, especially with deft hand. Well, actually we have all perks, so the chance of that happening is low. However, the shotgun is still faster, even with the strength increase I'm about to... Well, actually, if I get bonus damage, and I'm using a pack of cigarettes, so you know what? I don't think I'm going to be shooting... Well, never mind. Zeal? Question mark? You know what? We're going to switch back to the old shotgun then. We're going to keep increasing strength. I need to, for long-term viability. But, if we die to reason here, we have 3 spells to forget though. And Yasugi-san is quite nice. 68% Doom. But, that's stamina. So at least we can Desperate Action immediately. Which can allow you to get out of encounters in 1 turn. I forgot which one this is. That's reason 2. I mean, again, it's fine because we have ways to forget reason. So that last third eye event is interesting because that means you want to be holding on to... I mean, I was already doing so, but if you didn't, that's a reason to hold on to your spells until you absolutely need to use/forget them. or discard them in some cases. The whole ridden thing, however, let's see. Against beast enemies, right? Yeah, monster enemies, sorry. Still, I get an extra point of damage. And I could shoot this guy. Is there any reason why I would not want to? That's not guaranteed. Let's see here. Because I don't want to run away. My doom is too high for that. Yeah, this is not guaranteed at all. If I hit this, well, that's an exploit, but or time unit bug. But, ugh. I mean, I need to hit at least 2 to desperate action, right? Well, no, that's not guaranteed either. I shouldn't die from this, right? If I do, I'm gonna be very sad. Also, I did miss 70. It was 70 to 70 is quite the thing. I guess I can't. Am I gonna rest? Do I have fetid fumes? We can leave that for now. What I'm worried about is me dying in this encounter. I have reason, but still. Let me see if I can get out without spending reason. So, this is 9 damage into 9 damage? Yeah. 80%. Theoretically... I mean, if I'm gonna forget spells anyway, I might as well forget them now, right? So... No, there's no harm in doing this, so there's no reason to risk it. I will need the reason regardless. There's a high chance I'll need the reason regardless. But then, however, I don't want to spend any more doom, so we're going to get a non-ending A. We do have the 6th floor, and I think I forgot my second encounter, which is kind of important here. Let's get our experience and then keep moving on. Grab the empty bottle. 6th floor, so we do have efficient rest, however my doom is quite high. That said, I might still want to rest because I could die to stamina or reason, but let's find out as we go into ramen. I could throw this, well, I'm gonna level up anyway. The question is if I want to level up sooner. If I do... Actually, also need to remember, if I'm going to rest, I need to patch up my broken nose. We didn't get a brick. I haven't been getting those lately, but I think it's a 25% chance, so... The chance of me not finding it for about 4 or 5 times as of recent is quite high. That said, this Twisted Corpse is, oof. 8, yeah. Easy encounter. I mean, I can brace into Sever, so theoretically it's not the worst thing in the world, but I would still need to lose 3 reason, but compared to losing 5 doom for running away, this is a lot better, unless I get, you know, a lot of injuries. But that's all on RNG, so... As much as I said in the past and up till now that medical history is can be a pretty horrific backstory, it's horrific for me because of cut artery. But well, maybe I shouldn't have grabbed another pack of cigarettes. Oh, what a fool I was to not take into account that I get cut artery over and over. But let's think about this now. And let me make sure things are okay. Yeah. Shouldn't have healed that other major injury, right? Because this is guaranteed. Now that around the time I found out that badly bleeding was a proc chance, I was like, huh, I swear there was an injury that is guaranteed. It's cut artery. But, let's get out of this. As I was going to say, the reason why I don't like medical history is because of things like that. Because I'm not a lucky person. So when people tell me, I got hit 5 times. I mean, I got 5 injuries, and they're like tiny cuts, fractured shoulder, broken jaw. Here, we get cut artery, like 50% of the time. Also, I would have died to dexterity if I had, if I kept that other. So that's the major one I healed. The major one I healed was -2 dexterity, and then proceeded to get fractured ribs. So if I had 2 dexterity, I would need to get rid of one. Yes, you can treat one before you die to the investigation, or maybe unless it activates. Even then, basically, to the person saying, I give you another example of me specifically. Again, for everyone else, this doesn't happen, but also because of that, I'm gonna actually bandage this. No, I want to bandage this one. Okay, let's Let's play with this, shall we? Let's play. I mean, I know I have the skilled school nurse, but still, that forces me to spend Doom. It doesn't change the fact that my RNG is bad enough that I have to take precautions to deal with measures like this, alright? That's what we have to deal with. Also, I'm gonna do Curse. In Smasu, okay, not the worst thing in the world. If I got branded or something, that actually branded, because Survivor's Guilt wouldn't be as bad, funny enough. My reasoning for that is Survivor's Guilt, I would only get 2 Doom, whereas Branded can proc more than 2 times, which would be worse than Thingy. Hasty Aid, you know, that's bad luck. That's actually the thing you don't want. Badly Bruising, I would argue, is better, because there's no RNG involved. RNG, I think this is a true statement. RNG is the bane of every skilled player's existence. But, yeah, I think I rest here, right? Don't I have both seconds? I forgot. I completely forgot. But let's see here. I see something happening on the side of my eyesight, but because base rests are more efficient than lighthouse rests. Yeah, so that's why I'm going to be resting twice here. And let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. I should have rested that much times. That's a bit too much. Well, at the same time, I keep losing reason and stuff, so can you really blame me for doing this? I forgot. I think there's a reason, yeah. So that's a reason for thing. We'll sell... Out of curiosity, yeah, I was about to say. I would need to prepare. I don't want to prepare. I think I have enough damage, so I'm going to actually sell that. I don't want to spend any Doom right now. I'm a bit scared. Knowing we have the 6th floor... we don't. I'm not going to level up again, so that's why I'm taking this. Unless I lose experience. That's something else that losing experience in events does. It makes it so that there's a chance, albeit very low, that So I sold the meat cleaver. This bloodthirsty butcher is not happy, but there's a chance that you get minus experience and then you can't level up. But it's again, that's not going to happen to you most of the time. There's no reason to brace here, actually, so let's do 14 damage and get out for 2 stamina. Yeah. I can't run, but that's fine. If I pop that becomes a wound that I think lowers my dexterity, so I wasn't planning to run anyway. Yeah, I wasn't planning to run anyway. I haven't used the monument yet, and now it's too late for me to use the monument, so whoops. I should have, because yeah, I was gonna get funds and reason and stamina. Yeah, so it's too late. I'm gonna hold that level until I guarantee what I have at the lighthouse. Let's take out this empty bottle. I think the town effect was something I didn't care about. I think it was like, yeah, Arcane Storm, not casting spells. I'm gonna heal stamina here because I have actually a bunch of reason now, and I think I passed a bunch of these checks. It's the second. Oh, okay. We're moderately okay. Takashi-san. So the thing is, Blessed Shell. Technically, Takashi-san is a boss, but because he's so squishy in terms of he gets hit by everything, Blessed Shell has no use there either. But let's be sure. Strength. I'm gonna increase my strength. Charisma doesn't light. Charisma. I have a light source. Takashi-san and Dexterity. So I'm gonna be losing 3 stamina at most. Even if I fail the mystery check, I should be okay. If I got branded, however, it'd be a different story. But let's increase our strength here. We'll take improvise because we're gonna throw stuff at Takashi-san, and yeah, there's nothing else. Go. If I die here, it's because I completely forgot about something. So I took Eels first, and I took Ward second. There's a good part of, you know, getting into the muscle and like just putting mysteries to muscle memory. It's that at least the second mystery will always be guaranteed, like, to remember. Not saying that it's easy without doing things like that, but you know. And then the second encounter, theoretically, well, for most people should be an easy one as well, but with me here, and I admit recording kind of drags my focus away, so I'm likely to forget, but you know, can't throw yakitori at him. He would catch it in his mouth. I already took the light check, so I'm free to throw this. And then we spend our last bullet. Yeah, blessed shell not needed. On top of cigarette buff. But that's just my personal strat. So hey, we're on the scoreboard, and if you want to support me, please support me. Otherwise, I have to do what is beneficial for me. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.